America. I am your host, Alba, and you're watching Film Boot on Channel 24. For today, we're not going to discuss about the weather or about the sports. We're going to discuss some new topic. So bring out your coffee or tea because we have like a new controversy going today on. Is this COVID vaccines, which is going to soon reach Americas. And we're going to be interviewing Ms. Fitzgerald and Ms. Caraway about their opinions on these new vaccines. Ms. Fitzgerald is known for making handmade sanitizers, which has gained her tons of profits. And she's going to talk to us right now.
My name is Mrs. Fitzgerald. I own a local pharmacy in the city, and it's a pleasure to be on here.
And to welcome us here today is Ms. Caraway.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Caraway, and I am an advocate towards the research and promotion of vaccines and reacting towards COVID-19, and I'm very happy to be on Film Boot Live, Channel 24.
It's a pleasure having you both here today on Channel 24. And Ms. Fitzgerald, how has the pandemic affected you directly?
Things aren't too bad, actually. My numbers have been going up.
What about you, Ms. Caraway? How has the pandemic affected you?
Well, COVID-19 hasn't been faring well and on my side of the world, since a lot of the times most of the people or the individuals in society, they don't necessarily have the resources to be able to handle the pandemic in the long term. And instead of trying to adapt to these circumstances, they're forced to really survive in dangerous means. And there's no sense of returning back to normal for them despite the time that's been passed.
So, Ms. Fitzgerald, what do you think about the controversy surrounding these COVID vaccines?
I would actually appreciate if the vaccine didn't come out right now. I need my profits to be able to stay as economically stable as possible.
To hold the perspective of a businessman and reacting towards COVID-19 is a little bit ridiculous, as it does come at an expense towards the perspective of those who are most afflicted in a negative way, which are, in your case, the consumers, overall general society, and those communities that do not have the opportunities to access those resources.
Well, ma'am, with all due respect, I have a company and a child to take care of. It's not my problem if my priorities and your priorities don't align with each other's.
Whether you like it or not, whether you choose to see it or ignore it, it still is your problem, because you're conflicting your responsibilities as a businessman with your priorities as your own person and providing for your family and making a profit off of perpetuating the situations of those individuals that are not as blessed as you are. And the way that you are blessed is through the situations of others. So rather than being a very personal and very individual way in which their situations are, it is instead influenced and brought into by you. And with this vaccine, everything can turn back to normal for both the businessman and the consumer and the people, the general people who are experiencing the downfalls.
Yes, but once again, that's not my problem. Not everybody can be blessed by this pandemic, so I'm going to try to make the best out of my situation.
However, it's people like you who wish to make a profit off of their situation that we can never get a response to COVID, that we'll never be able to bounce back.
People like me?
Mom, calm down. I actually think that Missy is kind of right.
So it seems that this interview has gone out of control, and now my tea is cold. And that was Ms. Fitzgerald's daughter just now, going for Ms. Caraway about her ideas and her opinions on these new vaccines. And I just got informed that there's breaking news of protesters going over the city and going for the vaccines.